Hello, it's Natasha. Thanks for joining me. I have a single dumbbell workout, Tabata style. Will work for 30 seconds with 10-second transition time. Get a heavy dumbbell, maybe a couple different sizes so you can pick. Here's a quick warm-up. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, halfway fold. Good morning here. Inhale up. Exhale, halfway fold. Go ahead and continue on your own pace. Lengthening up through the shoulders, and then the tailbone stretches back as the heart and head stretch forward. Feeling the hamstrings lengthen. Now go ahead and take the half fold to a deep squat, listening to your knees, your ankles, your hips. Couple more times. Extend into the toes, sit into the heels, reach out, try to straighten the knees, and then bend. Thoracic twist, hand behind head, rotate elbow up. Little trunk rotation. You can use the back of the tricep into the inner thigh for a little leverage there. Go ahead and bring those hands down. Jump back to a downward facing dog. Take a breath here as you press your chest towards your toes. Now spinal waves. Roll forward and arch back. Round the spine and then lift the tailbone. Rolling, fluid spinal waves. Now drop the knees and do some cat-cows. Inhale, pull the mat backwards. Exhale, round and push. Come into a kneeling position and slide one foot out for a low lunge. Step out. Come back through the knees. Left foot steps. Pull the hips forward. Pull the hips back. Step right. Low lunge. Heart shines forward. Sit back. And low lunge left. Come up to standing toy soldiers. Opposite toe tap. Little cross twist. Straight arms, straight legs if you can. Windmill. Cross tap down towards your toes. Lift and rotate the spine. It's okay to bend the knees or maybe not reach all the way down if your hamstrings feel tight. Drop into a forward fold and just move organically here. Some side lunges, shake the head. Yes, no, swinging, anything that feels good. And then we'll ragdoll up and get started. First exercise, squat drops. You're just changing the weight from hand to hand as you sit into a squat. You have the option to jump them or not, or maybe 4 of each. Go. Squat and switch. So you're just dropping the weight towards the floor, keeping the spine long. I'm going to go ahead and do 4 jumping squats and 4 stationary squats. You can decide what works best for you. Sit your hips back into the chair and keep that back flat. Seconds break. I would set the weight down and just do a quick couple breaths and stretching. Shake out the hands. Swings. You're going to hike the dumbbell back and thrust it forward. Go. So the momentum of the swing comes from the hip thrust. It's a subtle movement. You don't need to dip too low. Keep the chest lifted. You're only dipping down about 45 degrees, and the weight can come up about either shoulder height, eye level, 45 degrees up. It depends on how heavy you're going and what feels good to you. Perfect. Set it down quickly. We have tricep dip with a curtsy lunge, moving lateral. Pick up that weight in both hands, pull it over the head. Here you go. You're going to dip and bend and then walk it across. Curtsy side to side. As you curtsy, you dip and bend the elbows, and as you lift, you straighten everything out. You find a pace that works. You can go quick or you can move slow and intentional. Keep in mind the form is most important and really how it feels in your body. Okay, 10 seconds. Rest. Enough time to set up for your next one. It's a side lunge into a snatch lunge back. So you're going to pick up the weight in your right hand and side lunge, snatch lunge. Same foot moves lateral to the left and behind you while you snatch up the weight, which is a high pull that goes all the way over the head with momentum. Side lateral lunge, snatch lunge. We'll do the other side next. You'll want to dip into that snatch so you have the momentum to pull. All right, quick break, go to the other side. And you're going to side lunge and snatch lunge. Showing you a different view. You're just rotating into that lateral lunge and then that little dip to throw the weight up to snatch lunge. Strong shoulder. Try to really push it up in elevation as you push the weight over the head. There's your 10 seconds. Come on down on your back. We're going to hold the weight over the shoulders, laying supine, face up, and drop one leg, other leg, both legs. Go. Single, single, ground into that low back, double, and then arms over, lat pull over. That's the pattern. Single, leg drop, single, double, and lat pull over. Reach back, pull forward. Single, single, double. Low back is pressing down, arms overhead and back over shoulders. To make this more challenging, lift the shoulder blades off the mat and lat pull over. All right, you'll have one more chance to hit these. We're going into windmill squat press. So you're going to hold the weight over the head, rack and press it up. Here we go. Windmill, side stretch, squat, press. Step out the direction you're going. Turn your toes. So your squat is a little narrow. You step wide and you windmill, stacking shoulders and hips. Practice toes out like a triangle if you take yoga, and squat press. Step wide, turn hip and knee. You can bend the knees if you need to. Squat press, windmill, side dip. All right, other side, 10 seconds rest, set it down. Switch hands, rack. You're going to push press the weight and windmill. The direction you're going is the direction your toes go, then squat press. Step wide, point toe out. Step narrow, squat and press. Get that sequence. Take your time if you need to move slower. Hinging side, squat, charge, press. Hips are going to push in opposition as your fold, your side bend. Awesome work. That was round 1, your first Tabata. We will repeat those drills. So if you felt a little confused in any areas, here's your chance to try again, push a little harder. You have a full minute here to rest, drink water, walk around, stretch, or maybe you want to do some more cardio here and do some jumping jacks or jumping rope. All up to you. Okay, we're repeating the same drills. I will be talking a little bit less. You can blast some music and just push yourself. Go ahead and get ready. Pick up your heavy dumbbell. 8 seconds. Squat drops. You can jump the whole time. You can stay stationary or a combination of the two. Here we go. On. Ten seconds. Swings are next. If you want to set it down for a brief moment, take a breath, then hike it back and start to swing and go. Hip thrust. Chest is lifted. 10 seconds off. Get ready for the curtsy side to side with tricep dips. Weight in both hands, go. Bend and straighten as you curtsy. You're stepping out 45 degrees. Elbows close to the ears. Ten seconds off. Put the weight in your right hand. You're going to lunge left, snatch lunge behind you. So weight in right hand, left lateral lunge. You're on the right side of your mat. Go. Lunge side, snatch lunge back. Great. 10 seconds. Same thing, other side. Make sure you switch. I'm no longer mirroring you. You'll get a different view, but make sure you have the weight in your left hand and you're moving to the right. Go. Same leg that moves into your side lunge, moves back into your lunge. Perfect. Come on down, 10 seconds to lay down for single, double leg drop, lat pull over. Set the weight up above your shoulders with the legs up. Go. This time maybe you lift your shoulder blades off for the leg drops, and then on the lat pull over you can put the head down. So maybe you spice it up, make it a little more challenging. Shoulder blades off the mat. Tuck your chin forward so the weight of your head doesn't add more weight to the neck. Great work. Make your way up to standing. We have a windmill to a squat press. Make sure you rotate your hip and toes the direction you're going. Here we go. Press, side dip, windmill, squat, press. So you're just taking a little step out, externally rotating your hip, and then pulling it forward, squaring your hips. Seconds, switching sides. You can set the weight down briefly and then go ahead and set up for your other side. Last move. Windmill, squat press. On the windmill, if you look up at your weight, usually helps keep those shoulders, ribs, and hips stacked. You did it. That was your second Tabata. Our next two will be with completely new drills. Take your minute to rest, recover, drink, or continue to exercise if you'd like. You're still on your recovery, but go ahead and start thinking about picking up your weight and getting on your mat. The first move is a good morning with the weight in a tricep curled position at the chest with a squat, and you're going to push the weights forward raise. So you might go a little lighter just because pressing the weight forward is a little bit challenging. So here you go. Start with your weight by your chest, forward fold, squat, and then extend the weight forward. One good morning, one squat, pushing that weight forward, counterbalance with the butt back. Really use the core to pull you down and up, and then to sit you back and pull you up. Great work. We're coming into kneeling wood choppers. The first round we're going to kneel. The second round we're going to stand. Take the weight over the left shoulder, right knee is bent, and trunk rotation. Elbows high, elbows low, weight to shoulder, weight to hip. Allow your body to swing into that twist a little bit, so you have to fire up those obliques to pull out of it. And same thing, other side, left foot steps out. You're grabbing on with both hands, pulling it over the right shoulder to the left hip, and go. High elbows and low. Lateral rotation, diagonal up and across. Move in a way that feels good for your body. This one feels long because it's a simple move. Fight through it and breathe. Great work. Come onto your back for this next one. We're doing sit-ups, but we're going to do a little bit of a rotation. So corner to corner. Arms are going to reach up and twist. Lift, go. Roll up the spine, twist, roll down the spine. Exhale and just keep alternating. If your shoulders start to get really tired, you can bend the elbows as you lift and pull the weight down instead of up. Tuck the chin, reach for the corner. Great work. The next one is in plank position. Quickly flip over. It might take some practice. Don't worry if you're a little lost. You'll have time. We're going to do a push-up. Go. Drag the weight to the left. Step the left foot forward and lift into a lunge. Come back down. One push-up. Right hand grabs weight across. Step the right foot forward and then lift your shoulders over your hips. Swing back. Swing down. Push-up. Drag. Lunge. Lift. Again, hands down, push up, right hand slides it across, right foot steps forward, and then lift into a high lunge, back to low, push up, and break. You'll have time to practice that one again. Moving into stag, deadlift, clean. So right foot taps back, toe taps back. You're just gonna deadlift and then clean. One deadlift, one little clean, which is racking the weight at your shoulder with a little bit of a hip thrust, momentum, especially if the weight's heavy. It's almost just like you're throwing it into a bicep curl with momentum. Rack the weight over the shoulder, flat back, long spine. And 10 seconds off to just switch it into your left hand. Tap your left foot back, stag deadlift into a clean. Go. Bring it down and curl it up. It's that little hang clean to get the momentum to thrust and pull the weight to your shoulder. Great work. Our last one is a snatch to a burpee. So you're going to thrust that weight all the way over the head, jump back, jump in, go. Up and over, put it down, jump back. Left, up and over. So it's like a high pull that just goes all the way up. You could add a push-up if you'd like. We're just doing that quick, hop out, hop in. Explosive moves here. Big finisher. Heart rate is going to fly. Try to push yourself because it's just a few more seconds to go. And you did it. So we repeat those drills one more time. The only one that might have been a little tricky was that plank drag, step forward, lift to a lunge. So if you want to practice that a moment, feel free. You can hit pause. Otherwise, we're going right into it. Pick up your weight. Go. Good morning. Squat, forward, raise. Good morning. And push forward, sit back. Awesome. 10 seconds. Remember, this time our wood choppers are going to be from a standing. You'll end in a lunging twist. Pick up the weight in both hands, bring it over the shoulder, go. Rotate the knees and then swing into a lunge. Over the shoulder to the hip. Make sure you are bringing your knee and toes with you as you move from side to side. Pivoting and slicing across. Great work. We're just going to take that few seconds, breathe, maybe set it down, but then pick it up and go the other direction. Same move. Over the left shoulder, go. And to the right hip, swing across. You can end in a pretty low lunge. You could even lower your knee to the mat. Just don't slam it down. Awesome work. Come on down on your back. We have those sit-ups. This time you're going to chop the weight to the hips. You'll pull it down. It'll give your shoulders a little bit of a break. Here you go. Lift and twist down. Across from hip to hip. Bend the elbows. Slice them back. Nice. Go ahead and quickly flip over so you can get into that plank. Drag, step forward, lift to lunge. Set the weight on your right side and go. Push up, left hand drags it across, left foot lunges forward, lift and lower. Push up, drag right, step right, lift and lower. Push up, drag to the left, left foot forward, lift your shoulders and release. One push up, drag, step, lunge, lift, lunge. Great work. Stag leg. We have that deadlift to a clean. Pretty simple move. I would go heavy here. Right hand, go. Deadlift and clean. Challenge yourself. Ten seconds. Set it down perhaps, and then other side, same move. Left hand, left toe taps. so that the right leg takes the bulk of the work. Go. Deadlift and clean. Ten seconds to get into your last drill. Big cardio finisher, snatch, jump back to burpee. And you're on. Pull it up over the head, set it down, jump out, jump in. Make sure your feet are planted, your hips are back before you pick up the weight for the snatch. Beautifully done. You made it through the Tabata. Go ahead and meet me in a downward facing dog. We're going to pedal and breathe. Catch the breath. Lower into some cat-cows, rounding the spine and lifting, arching up. Round and lift. Take it into a swinging half camel. Reach back, roll forward, swing back. Maybe you can tuck your toes and reach your heel. If you can't, just press the hand into the small of the back. Just explore gentle heart, hip flexor, quad stretch here. And then we're going to set the weight out of the way for a quick child's pose. Deep breath into the back, maybe some wiggles. Big sigh. Stretch, flow, press into downward facing dog. Spinal wave to up dog, roll and swing the hips through. Up dog, back to down dog. Right hand taps your left toe. Swing into side plank and then dip the hips and come back through that down dog twist. Grab your left ankle, reach across. And we'll repeat that. Down dog, body roll. Roll forward, swing into up dog. Chest proud, shoulders down. Exhale, down dog. Left hand taps right toes. Then swing forward and open to side plank. Dip the hips. Lift the hips. Rotate your belly down to your down dog twist. Grab your right ankle if you can and rotate as you breathe. We'll do that again. Press into your down dog, spinal wave, roll forward, swing the hips through, upward facing on toes. This time lower down to the belly for a cobra roll and lift, then your downward facing dog. Cross tap, left hand taps right toes, swing, open, side plank, hip dip. Push the shoulder down, lift the hip, squeeze that core, come back to your down dog twist. Grab your left ankle. Downward facing dog, spinal wave, roll forward, upward facing dog. Bend the elbows, land the belly. Cobra roll, up, press to your up dog, and back to your down dog. Tuck that chin. Left hand taps right toes. Swing forward and stack shoulders and hips, side plank, hip dip, and lift. Rotate back to your down dog, grab your right ankle and twist. Beautiful. Hopefully you got that little sequence. You can always repeat any move. Take your left foot outside your left hand, come into a lizard lunge. Right knee can be down. We'll try to lower down, drop the head, maybe come to the forearms. Then we'll add a twist. Left hand to the base of the skull, lift the elbow and lower, rotate, stack. And then we'll come back and do the other side. Right foot steps outside, right hand, find your lizard lunge. The back knee can lower, you can try to melt down, possibly to forearms. Trunk rotation, right hand to base of the skull, twist, maybe lift and lower. Stack shoulders, ribs, and rotate down. Beautiful job. We're going to step into plank position, lower the knees, and send the hips back. Child's pose, roll on up, little circular cat-cow, swivel around, heart forward and back to the right a few times, and reverse it to the left, loosening up. Really, this is your time to just move in ways that feel good. Here I'm just doing some side bending stretches. Maybe a quick counter stretch on the wrists. And then we'll pop into Malasana. Jump outside. Elbows can pry the knees apart. Lift into a forward fold. Drop your head. Shake, swivel, sway. Let the spine and neck release. Hamstrings get length. Ragdoll yourself up, maybe a little shimmy there. And we'll circle the shoulders. Big circles forward and back. Elbow circles around. Hip circles, swinging rotations here. You can take a quad stretch from side to side, pulling that heel towards your glutes, pushing the hips forward. And then we'll just take a couple breaths to end class. Inhale, arms over the head. Open up that chest and heart, shoulders back. And exhale, take your bow. Thanks so much for joining. Hope you had fun with that one, got sweaty. I'll see you next time.